I'm really excited to show this new program that I have with you. So today we're going to work on Module 6, Lesson 4, and the objective today is to solve 1- and 2-step problems using graphs. You're going to see a lot of graphs in Zearn, and some graphs that we've already used are bar graphs and line plots. So in this objective, and what you're going to do today is you're going to look at the graph to answer the questions. So let's take a look at this graph today. So here we have library books checked out. Okay, that's the title. Okay, and here we have the number of books, and I counted up by 50s all the way up to 400. Then here we have the days. We have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I just wrote the days here on the bar graph just to help you see that. So let's take a look at the question. The question is, how many books were checked out in total Wednesday and Thursday? So total means all together. So you're going to what? Subtract or add? Add. You'll add. So let's go back and see what we are adding together. So Wednesday is 210, and Thursday there were 320. So you're going to take these two and add them together. 210 plus 320 is 530 books. So today during Zearn, for Module 6, Lesson 5, your objective is create ruler with a 1-inch, half-inch, and 1/4-inch intervals. And then you're going to answer some questions looking at that ruler that you create. So we're going to make one together right now. So if you remember in class, when we were talking about fractions, we talked about 1/4, 1/2, and 1 inch, and we even plotted them on a number line. Here, you're just putting them on something that looks like a ruler. So here I have an example of something that kind of looks like a ruler, and I'm going to label that using 1/4, 1/2, and 1 inch intervals. And it's going to look something like this. So here we will start at 0, just like you would with a line plot, but you won't actually write it. And we're going to start with the first line here. The first line here is 1/4. This is 2/4 or 1/2, 3/4, and 1. If we're counting by fourths and halves, we'll do the same thing here. So this is still 1/4, 2/4 or 1/2, and 3/4. And this is 2. 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, 3. 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, 4. We have to make sure that we label these in inches as well. So here's IN, IN, IN for inches, and IN. Let's just erase these little marks here. Isn't this a cool app? I'm really just getting used to it right now, so thanks for your patience. So let's take a look. Now, knowing we have this ruler here, or in the textbook it calls it a paper ruler. So in looking at this ruler, let's try to answer this next question. Alex tells his teacher that his ruler measures 4 inches. Nola says it measures 16 1/4 inches. Are they both correct? Explain using pictures, words, and numbers. So here is the word quarter. And if we talk about fractions, a quarter is also equal to 1/4. So she says it measures 16 quarters. And Alex says, well, it measures 4 inches. Are they both correct? Let's go back and look. So if we were to count each one of these, 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, 5/4, 6/4, 7/4, 8/4, 9/4, 10/4, 11/4, 12/4, 13/4, 14/4, 15/4, 16/4, you would have 16/4 or 16 quarters. If you were counting just the inches, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. So, are they both correct? Yes. Yes, they are both correct. 16/4, 16/4 or 16 quarters is equal to 4 inches. So they are both correct. So today for Module 6, Lesson 6, the objective is to interpret measurement data from various line plots. So I'm going to create a line plot for you, and then I'll ask you a couple of questions on it. So basically, when you're looking at a line plot, we've done these before, and these, the ones that are in Zearn today and the ones that we're talking about now, will probably have 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, or 1 inch intervals. So I just made one up right now. It's called 3rd grade bean plants. There's the title of my graph. And the bean plant height is in inches. So we have 1 inch, 1 1/2, 2, 2 1/2, 3, 3 1/2, 4. So let's just say 3 were 1 inch. There was 0, 1 1/2. There was 1 2 inch. 4, 2 1/2 inches. 2 3 inches. 3 3 1/2, and 1 2 3 4 4 inches. So there is what the line plot will look like. So in Zearn, they're probably going to ask you some questions about the line plot. So what I like to do when I'm looking at the line plot, right here at the top, just like what I did with the bar graphs the other day, I like to count them. So 1, 2, 3, and then write on top how many there are so that I don't have to keep recounting them. So there's 3 for 1, 0, 1, 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now I know how many are in all. So let's look at the question. How many bean plants are there? How do you know? So let's go back and count them. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 3 is 13. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So there are. So let's write that all down. So we have 3 plus 1 plus 4 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, and we said that was 17, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Good. Just wanted to double check my work. You should always double check your work. Okay. So we have 17 bean plants. Okay. And how do you know? Well, how do you know? There are just fix that. There are 17 bean plants. I found the total by adding all the plants together. Let's look at the next question. How many plants are less than 2 inches tall? So we want to go back to the graph. We want to go back to the graph and look at 2 inches and below. So you don't want to count the one that's 2 inches because the question is asking for plants that are less than 2 inches tall. So that would include plants that are 1/2 and plants that are 1 inch. So there's 0 plants here and 3 plants for 1 inch. So your answer would be 3 plants are less than 2 inches tall. So hopefully that was somewhat helpful. Let me know if you have any other questions about anything else, and good luck.